Hi, I'm Jess.
And I'm Damien.
We operate training vessel Brupeg.
Welcome to the Maritime Operations Category Training. So you've just completed activity 6.1 and spoken to your parents about the planning they do to ensure the smooth running of your household. I'm guessing this might have come as a surprise that your parents actually plan these things. Being a seagoing vessel, this type of planning is arguably more important for us as we can't just run down to the shops and there are no fuel stations at sea.
Even picking up groceries in port can be difficult. If we're at anchor, then we have to use our tender to transfer our supplies between the wharf and Brupeg. With both of us on board, there isn't a lot of room for groceries, so planning what we need is measured against what we can carry.
However, replenishment is not just food and water. The systems on Brupeg are essential for everything from moving the vessel to storing enough drinking water. We also need to ensure that all of these systems are in good working order, and therefore our servicing and maintenance needs are essential to our life at sea.
If you've ever been on board a Navy ship, you would have seen that there's a lot of personnel required to ensure that the ship gets from one port to its area of operation or even the next port.
The roles of these Navy personnel will be covered more in the next module, but every person on these vessels plays a vital role, and without them the ship would find completing its tasks much harder. For Brupeg, these tasks are completed by us based on our skills and knowledge.
So let's look at the voyage from Gladstone up to Early Beach as an example. Planning for this trip takes place well before we leave and has to incorporate everything that we've mentioned. Prior to the trip, we have to consider everything that will affect our endurance. For example, the amount of fuel, water, food, etc. we need on board, the number of personnel we have on board, the state of our equipment, our transit path, and the weather.
Just these considerations alone will determine how much fuel we should carry, the amount of food we will need, how much water we should hold, and where we need to pull in to resupply.
The amount of stores and spares we hold is important because we don't want to carry excess weight that we then have to buy extra fuel to carry around. Just like your parents' pantry or the fuel tank of their car is only so big, the same limitations apply to Brupeg as they do to a Navy warship. We are all limited by our endurance and our replenishment activities need to be planned.
So good luck with your training.
We'll see you soon.